Sega.
Well, it had to eventually be done. Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome to the Summer of Shit with the first game for my block, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, otherwise known as Sonic Next Gen, Sonic 06, and Sonic 360. Originally created and developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega in 2006 for the Xbox 360, Sonic 06 was basically meant to be a reboot for the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and was supposed to be the first game that would pretty much introduce new story elements while also getting rid of the old ones, such as the Master Emerald and pretty much Angel Island, something that pretty much stuck. Unfortunately, when this was released for the 15th anniversary, we were met with what basically became one of Sonic's most infamously bad games and one of the most infamously panned games of all time, actually. The game is buggy, the game is glitchy, and the story is something to behold. So, in 2007, it was ported over to the PlayStation 3 and had nothing fixed for it. Because that's what we want, right? We want this without anything being fixed, and that's it, trying to play the title screen thing again twice. So, let's hit the start button so it doesn't happen a third time. And we're going to be asked in order to make a save file, which indicates which version I am actually playing. I am playing it on the PlayStation 3, ladies and gentlemen. What does the PlayStation 3 port do differently than the Xbox 360 one? The PlayStation 3 port does run a little bit faster than the Xbox 360 port, so the loading is not as bad. That being said, though, while it runs faster, it has to sacrifice something because you can't optimize a port without having some sacrifices. What does it sacrifice? A stable frame rate. I'm not joking, ladies and gentlemen, this game will start to chug something fierce, and I am playing on an older model of a PlayStation 3, but not a launch model of a PlayStation 3, so it shouldn't be that bad. So, here's where our main menu is. We have single player, which will be able to do these stories. We have multiplayer, which I have already showed off actually in the past, and it's on the Scarlet Equinox channel. Extras will be for us to listen to music as well as a few movies, and the option button. So let's go into the options, and we can see we have audio settings and subtitle settings, which I'm going to be leaving on for the sake of this game. So, where's the language setting? Sonic games generally have the option for you to change the language to any of the languages you want, most of the time being it Japanese with such as English subtitles. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you plan on doing that, you're kind of SOL, because you cannot do that for Sonic 06. For Sonic 06, if you want to listen to the Japanese voices, you have to go on your 360 or your PS3's main system settings and switch the main language to Japanese. The languages are programmed into the disc, but unfortunately, if you want to listen to the Japanese voice acting, you're gonna have to deal with Japanese text as well, which is not bad for me because I know Japanese, but for the sake of this playthrough, I'm not gonna be doing it. So how am I going to be doing this playthrough? It's just going to be a simple run-through of all of the stories. I'm going to be doing the stories for Sonic, Silver, Shadow, and then the final story. I'm not going to be going for 100% at all, because in this game, for the PlayStation 3 port, well, the 360 port had achievements for it. The PlayStation 3 version does not, and this game was never patched in for trophies. I'm pretty sure this game was never patched at all. So there are no trophies for this game, so going after 100%, which would in this case be getting all S ranks on town missions or, getting all of the silver and gold Soliana medals, kind of pointless because you can't really do that in the PlayStation 3 version. But that's enough about the main little things about this game. Let's get into the main meat problems of it by hitting episode select and starting with Sonic. It's a party, ladies and gentlemen, and I wasn't invited! Pretty fire. Fire burn. Yay, fire!
Miss Elise? It's all right. We give thanks for the blessed flames. May we always continue to have peace. Son of Soliana, guide and watch over us with your eternal light.
What I get from that? All hail fire! May it burn our enemies! And now we take a toll on how many people died through that. If it is 4 kids editing, then none did.
A pleasure to meet you at last, Princess of Soliana. I am Dr. Eggman. I've come here to obtain the secret of the flames of disaster from you, and to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret, the Chaos Emerald. Now, Princess, this way, please.
That's a pretty snazzy performance there.
You? It can't be.
I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Not the irritating hedgehog again! Attack!
You know, Eggman, if you're trying to capture the princess, you gotta kill her. Just saying.
I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
Why are you helping me?
No special reason.
Sonic!
Good to know Eggman's mooks are still stupid.
I'm afraid our little game ends now.
Sonic! Take this!
I've got it. And don't worry, I'll rescue you.
I know.
It's only a matter of time before it's mine. Until then, you can hold on to it for me.
Question, where's all the fire burning and everything? Because, you know, Eggman just sort of carpet bombed this entire place. Oh, right, I forgot. Magic of healing through cutscenes. And loading screens, too. That's why it loads so long. Everyone's rebuilding everything. And welcome to the main thing that I will be seeing for probably a majority of this playthrough. The loading screens. While I said the loading screens in this game are not bad for the PlayStation 3 port, they're still pretty goddamn bad. But we have our first mission, collect information about Dr. Eggman while this entire hub world loads. And by entire hub world, I mean tiny little section because we're not allowed to access everything yet. Oh, no, no, no. You want to explore your hub world? That's bad.
What's Eggman up to? I need to gather some information.
Yep, so pretty much, now we are in full control of Sonic after, I don't know how many minutes of cutscene, to be quite honest. So, what are the basic controls for this game? Because I will say right now we will be controlling multiple characters in this game, so doing an in-depth, full-on control for each of them will be kind of, boring. So anyway, to move around, you use the left analog stick, and the right analog stick can control the camera. You could also control the camera with the L2 and R2 button. If you hit the L1 button, it will actually snap the camera right back in front of you, so in case you ever need to center the camera again, that's always a helpful one. X button is to jump, which is going to be helpful. Hit it again, and in Sonic's case, he will do his homing attack if there were an enemy nearby, or he will end up doing a small little air dash. I find that the air dash in this game is a bit of a delay in it feels, but that's just me. If you're not moving and you hold the square button, you will do the spin dash, and while the spin dash is better in this game than in Shadow the Hedgehog and in Sonic Heroes, it is ultimately useless, and if I am using the spin dash, that is because it is by pure accident. Spin dash in this game is not really good. If you're moving while you're doing this, you can tap the square button and you will end up doing a slide kick, such as so. If you're also not moving, you just tap it and you can do it just as well. And triangle button will be something for later, as well as the circle button for other characters. But for right now, as you can see, there are people all around town right now. If they have an orange exclamation mark above their head, that means that they have something plot related to tell you. If it is yellow, that's just them randomly babbling. And if it's blue, as we'll see later, that's for a mission. But for right now, let's go and see. Hi, Tails!
Sonic!
Tails, long time no see.
I'm glad you're here. I heard that you tried to save their princess from Dr. Eggman. You're going to rescue her, aren't you? Let me help.
Please, Sonic!
I may not know what Eggman's up to, but it can't be a good thing.
Okay, with your help, this should be a piece of cake.
I'll do my best.
You know, it's a good thing that Eggman always does nothing but bad, because, with that line of thinking, we'd have another Return Nightmare in Dreamland scenario in which, hey, maybe the supervillain broke apart that thing for a certain reason. I've been playing Nightmare in Dreamland lately. But now we have a new mission, find out where Dr. Eggman's battleship went. Now, for these loading screens, I'm going to cut out most of them. There's going to be a few that I leave in just to leave my point. For one, the loading screens in this game are managed absolutely terribly. I will tell you right now. As in, we will have a cutscene, and then we will have a loading screen, and even if the cutscene is like 10 seconds, we'll still have about a 20-second loading screen. This is worse on the 360 port when it comes to the loading screen, believe me. But, what do you have to say? I was taking a walk by the beach, and suddenly all these mechs appeared. I barely got here alive. Now I must question, good man. How did you get here? Because, the only way to the beach is over that way. And unless you can lightspeed dash, which Sonic can't naturally, because Sonic seems to always forget how to do that, then yeah. So right here is an example of where the frame rate completely screws up. There's certain points in the city in which I found through my exploration, through my practice, that will cause the frame rate to chug. Now, you can die in this overworld, ladies and gentlemen. This water right here, this will kill you. Just like how it just murdered Tails. And Tails should spawn back at any second, and it'll be right behind me. And sometimes, that's actually a fun thing to do, is if I can get him to die, and then I talk to a person. Let us do that. No, come on, Tails, I need you to die. I mean, sometimes I think he actually falls through the floor, because you'll just hear him randomly die at times. If you're talking to a person while you end up doing that, he'll respawn, but his body won't animate. This is something that all characters, for the main characters, for the stories that you're doing, if the character that's following you ends up dying and you're talking to somebody, that glitch will occur, because I have had that happen to me in Silver's story and in Shadow's story as well. I'm trying to get it to replicate, though, but oh well. So here's the blue exclamation marks I was talking about before, in which we will be able to do, a special mission. So, my name is Alberto Robert, and I've been making shoes in this town for a very long time. I'm making the ultimate shoes now! I finished reading what you were saying, and probably what other people would finish for reading. Why are you still animating like that, good sir? Please stop! Please stop! Nope, this is what happens whenever you talk to people in the games. They will continue to animate like this, and move their arms and move their mouths no matter what. One interesting thing is, characters in this game pretty much just have the same model, actually. There's one unique town model that is in this game. I will show you it later, but for right now, let's continue talking to Robert. These shoes use the power of Soliana's mysterious stones to change. I'm calling them custom shoes. But there is no one that can test the full potential of these shoes. Is there anyone who can test the design of these shoes? You really will be able to do that? Really? So, pretty much, you're gonna have to in order to get to the first level in the game. So, let's see what these are. In which we're gonna get a loading screen, which we're doing the mission, The Winder of a Shoemaker. A loading screen to where he's gonna tell us about some text, and then we're gonna get another loading screen, which is gonna tell us about which is actually going to load the mission, and then we're going to get another loading screen that's going to be him text again, which will then lead into the results screen, which will lead us to another loading screen, which will get us back to the hub world. Yay! So, put on these shoes and go through the rings. If I've made the shoes correctly, you'll make it on time. Wait, so Sonic can take his shoes off and doesn't need all the Chaos Emeralds? Seems like Sonic Labyrinth really was bullshit. God damn Sonic Labyrinth. That was another one I was debating on doing it, but here we have a time mission, which is basically just us running through rings. Pretty standard stuff, actually. We're actually going to see this a few more times in Sonic's story alone, and if I decide to do some of the missions for the townsfolk, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this, but I'm going to be doing probably as few as possible. But that, and go through all of them to where another loading screen happens. Yay! Loading! I love loading! I love it when it's this long! It's just great! It reminds me of playing on the PSP, because that game never had loading. Amazing! They performed exactly as I thought! My custom shoes are complete! I will give you these shoes. You'll be able to use them. Why, thank you, old man. How much money do I owe you? Money? I don't want any money. I'm happy just knowing that they're being used. So you spend your time making shoes that you're not even going to really use, and you're going to give them away. I hope you don't go into mass production with these, Robert. So, the stones that you can fit into these shoes are called gems, and you can buy them at the shop over there. They're very rare, but if you put one in these custom shoes, they will give you an entirely new ability. The best running shoes in the world, worn by the best runner in the world. I'm so happy, thank you!
Yeah!
And result screen. So as you can see, these are our result screen. We're based on our score, time, rings, and time bonus, which the time bonus will go around. So in this case, we have 31,600, which gets us an S rank. This is the first Sonic game to introduce the S rank into the Sonic universe, and pretty much after that, it was taken for that. As you can see, though, the rank E has been taken out as well. But for that, I don't think the E rank is actually brought back at all through my memory, because I believe it just goes down to D nowadays. More loading screens. It's just wonderful. I love these. Oh well. Just time to wait. And wait. And wait. And wait. Isn't that great? It's just great. So, now we have 1,000 rings, which you can see in the upper left-hand corner. What do you use rings for in this game? There is a shop system in this game, which is right here. Pretty much when you hit the X button, when you hit the square button when you're in front of people, that would allow you to talk to them. And in this case, we have the shop. So, welcome. Meets pretty much one of the only black men in Soliana, for some odd reason. And we can buy the light chip. Allows you to use the light dash. I was going to say light speed, but then again, that would imply that Sonic would have to go fast in this game. By using the light dash, you can move quickly through trails of rings. So, it costs 100 rings in order to buy it. That is a mandatory plot one that you're going to buy, and there's going to be another mandatory plot one that you're going to need to buy later on. But I think I'm going to use this time to actually talk about the voice acting for this game, since pretty much it's going to cover up into Sonic Unleashed as well, and once I do Shadow the Hedgehog as well. So, Sonic 06 continued with what Shadow the Hedgehog started, and basically started using the 4Kids actors, my mistake. The 4Kids actors for the voices in this game. So Sonic in this game is voiced by Jason Griffith, as well as voicing Shadow the Hedgehog in this game. So that pretty much covers that basis right there. Jason Griffith and pretty much everyone else for the 4Kids cast did all the other 4Kids roles. So I'm just going to put their 4Kids role on there because pretty much if it's game related to that series, they did that. So, who is Dr. Eggman voiced by? It is voiced by Mike Pollock, who I love as Dr. Eggman. Unfortunately, I don't like his design in this game because gold nipples. So Mike Pollock is both the Dr. Eggman of this game as well as a narrator in this game. So that's interesting. Who is Princess Elise voiced by? Princess Elise is actually voiced by Lacey Chabert. Lacey Chabert, I don't believe has actually really done that many games besides Sonic 06. Of course, I'm putting on screen right now other things she's done. One of the other things, though, she's known for is being the original Meg voice from Family Guy. She is the original Meg voice, ladies and gentlemen. So, yay! Tails is voiced by Amy Pallant, as well as Amy Pallant voicing some of the ladies-in-waiting that Princess Elise had in the beginning cutscene. And those are the voice actors we have right now who we've met up with. Obviously, we're going to meet up with more characters later on, so I'm going to wait a little bit for them. But, anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This is Renoxus1359. Welcome to Let's Play Sonic 06. Next time, we're going to be heading off to the first action stage of the game and see if we can get some glitches up in this bitch. See you guys next time.